Hey you all, it's been a little while since I made another video, so I'm gonna make one. The video I posted the other day is actually from months and months ago, so anyway, updates on the car, Project Fairlady Z. You can see it out there. I'll actually take you to the car here in a bit. Do have some new parts for it, a friend actually gave me. This is the turbo oil pan, really good shape for the turbo motor. It's got pickup and everything already in it. Got two fenders, which you can see they've got a little bit of rust on them, but it all is surface rust. They're not eaten through by any means. I don't really need these fenders, but considering it's a Z car and I don't know how many years I'm going to go by before I do need them, I went ahead and snagged them. And also got a new hood, which is, I know it's primer black. Of course I would paint it before I'd even think about putting it on my car, because I am not a racer. It's got a few dents and dings, but it's in a lot better shape than my current hood, or bonnet if you must. And this is the gym, complete Digi Dash, 145,000 miles, harness still attached to it. This is actually going to be going in my car, so I'm going to try and record all of that for you. And I know this one works. Mine does not work currently in the vehicle, so I do know for a fact this one works. So already it is going to be a step above the one I currently have. So there's something wrong with the wiring on that particular car. Not really sure, but yeah, if this going in doesn't fix it, nothing is. So keep your fingers crossed that it is going to work. Be back with you in a minute. Hey you all, sorry about not recording the installation of the dash. It really is a process that's enough to make you want to pull your hair and teeth out, so I just decided just not to record it. It's a real hassle. I did go find a tutorial on how to do it online. I think it was by AZBum. It could be by someone else. I don't recall off the top of my head, but it was a pretty thorough walkthrough on how to do it. So the new dash is in. The most important thing, of course, about this whole situation is, I'm sorry about the light. I didn't have enough light down here in the garage. The most important part about this whole endeavour is the fact that I now have a partially, well, almost fully functional Digi Dash, which is something I've never had before. And you know, the fuel pump comes on when you do that, so I'm going to leave that off for the most part. The fuel level, I'm not really sure if that sensor is working correctly. My sending unit may be a little wonky, I'm not really quite sure. The warning lights always worked, but I put 3 gallons in this car yesterday and it's saying that I'm on empty. So I don't know if it's just not enough to trigger the sensor or what. Speedometer comes and goes, partially because my speed sensor comes and goes. Tachometer works, the coolant temp works, the voltage works. Oil pressure doesn't work, but I know that's because my oil pressure sender is bad. Now here is a question that I have to Nissan gurus, because I've owned 2 Z cars before this, both which were analog dash. When this here lights up, is the interior numbers, like, you know, all this spot and these 2 areas, are those supposed to illuminate as well? Are my bulbs just burned out? Or what's the situation? Because I always had the analog, I don't know. So if you could tell me, that'd be great, because if I just need to replace the bulbs in there, you know, I'll have it right off. Also, this side here, you know, these illuminates, which is great. I don't recall, you know, on my other models, it's been a few years. But this side are not illuminating. I don't know if, again, if the bulbs are burned out or if that's commonplace, what the situation is, because the lights inside of them work. You know, when you push that light on, of course the power's not on, it lights up. But this video is going on and on, so I'll try and make it short. The motor is in the car. You can kind of see it sitting in there. Jump time last October, so it's been about a year. And I pulled the motor because I was told by an associate that had bent valves, and I kind of took his word for it because he's a Nissan technician. Pulled the motor out, pulled the heads off, sent the heads to the machine shop, nothing wrong with the heads. Valves are spot on, no bent valves. So went ahead and pressure check it, deck it, dip it, you know, get them good to go. Put the motor back together, did the rod bearings on it because it needed rod bearings, had a slight knock on cold days. Like today, for example, if I were to start it, it would have clack for a while, and then it would have, you know, slowly sorted itself. So I went ahead and took care of that problem while I was in there. New timing belt, new water pump, new seals, front and rear main seals, new cam seals, new plugs, new wires, fixed the fuel temperature gauge, it's actually hooked up and working. So yeah, all in all, of course I'll make a better video of the car actually running. It's pretty late at night and I'm about to head up for the evening, but I just wanted you all to know that the swap was successful. I do recommend the tutorial or the walkthrough that I read about it. I'll actually put a link to the website on this video. So thank you all for watching. Keep posted, there's a lot more coming on this car now that it is back on the road. Brakes, interior work, things like that. So cheers.